Well, howdy there, internet people. It's Bo again. So, took a couple days off. Took my kids down to Legoland. If you've never been there, it's an amusement park. It is an amusement park, a normal amusement park, roller coasters, stuff like that, carousels. But it's Lego themed. Throughout the entire park, there are these massive sculptures. There's no other word for it. Life-size elephants, giraffes, dragons that are 3 times my size, cityscapes with skyscrapers as big as I am. It's pretty impressive to look at because they're built out of these little baby bricks. By themselves are nothing, just a little brick. But when they come together, that image shows up, that sculpture. And in that way, it's a lot like society. It's a lot like the way we teach history. You know, when we teach history, we personify. We talk about those people who are larger than life. Those people whose individual existence somehow altered the course of history. At least that's the story we tell. Sometimes that's deserved. More often than not, though, it's not the figures, it's the bricks. It's what makes up every image. Whether it be a city, a country, a culture, it's the brick. It's the individual brick coming together. Most times, these bricks are directed from the outside. They're told what to build. And when that happens, bricks that don't conform, bricks that aren't part of what the designer wants, well, they get left out. Bricks that are the wrong color, bricks that are shaped a little bit differently, function a little in a different way. Those don't make it. Those get stuffed in a box, set off to the side. They don't become part of the image. They get wasted. I think it might be time for bricks to start thinking for themselves. Because this is where all the power is. The power is in the brick. One brick meets another, connects. 2 like-minded bricks, well, that's the foundation. And then from there, they can build whatever. I have a feeling if bricks started building images for themselves, they'd be a lot more colorful, a lot more inclusive in more ways. A lot of different shapes. Wouldn't be as uniform, but I have a feeling that if bricks started doing that, people walking by, well, they'd see it and they'd want to replicate it. I also think that if bricks started doing that, they'd be a whole lot less likely to end up stuffed in a box and sold, or sold and then stuffed into a box. It might be time for bricks in the local community to start connecting and start building stuff on their own. Start building their own images. Because if, you take a brick, you take this brick and you add it to some giant cityscape, it's not changing anything. It's not altering the image. It's still what it was before. That brick's just becoming a part of it, being assimilated into it. Becoming a cog in it. But with another brick that's like-minded, you could start to build something different. Something that's useful for all bricks, rather than just those watching and designing and selling. think most bricks would be just fine on their own. Most bricks would cooperate. Bricks have an innate desire to create rather than destroy. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.